only local news station with nonstop news.
Oh, it is what we do. Good morning, Nonstop News starts right now. We are the only station in town commercial free for the next 15 minutes.
That's right. We have you covered, and we're giving away Fiesta Oyster Rake tickets, including a look with traffic with David Mendoza. But first, a look at weather with Jeannette. Hi, Jeannette.
Hi. So you've been hearing me say how bad we need rain, and I know it's Easter weekend, so I wish we could push the rain back. But let me just show you the latest drought monitor, because this is as bad as it gets. Anytime we get to exceptional, yeah, that's a level 5 on the drought monitor, and we're starting to see a lot of that spread farther to the west, to the south. We've been exceptionally dry here for the last several weeks. Keep in mind that we've been in drought conditions for almost 4 years now. The rain from this weekend, including the rain we'll likely see next week, will certainly help out. Best rain chance for San Antonio this weekend will be Saturday night into Sunday morning, and then Sunday afternoon the rain chance does drop to 10%. Looks dry on Monday, but more rain chances ahead for next week. 40, maybe 50% rain chance for the start of Fiesta, which is next Thursday. We'll take a look at your hour-by-hour forecast for Easter coming up in your full weather in under 10 minutes.
All right, thank you, Jeannette. Roads have been pretty quiet all morning. 37 at Houston, a couple cars, but it looks like a lot of folks have Good Friday off. Most of this week has been off. Let's check in with David Mendoza right now. Let's see where he is driving to. Hi, David.
Hey, good morning, Marisa. I'm at 410 and 90 on the east side. We're all green citywide today. You know, I saw a little bit of a construction delay on 35, but that cleared out fairly quickly. I'm going to continue throughout the city and let you know if I see anything, but nothing yet. We're looking good. So back to you for now.
All right. Thank you so much, David. Drive safe, and everyone drive friendly.
6:42 right now. An assistant coach from Judson ISD is in jail this morning facing serious allegations of child grooming. That, of course, the term used when you're talking about building trust and then exploiting a victim. The coach is that guy, 41-year-old Christopher Irving. He is accused of luring students to send explicit photos and messages to him in exchange for gifts. Police say there are 2 confirmed victims under the age of 18. One student from Judson ISD did report all of this to another faculty member.
Right now we have 2 confirmed victims who attended that same school where the suspect was a teacher at assistant coach. He is being charged with 1 sexual performance offense, which is a 2nd-degree felony, and 2 counts of grooming, which is a 3rd-degree felony.
Police believe he's been doing this now for a year. They are asking for any other victims to come forward.
This morning, SAISD is relaunching an investigation into a sexual assault allegation only because the student's mother threatened to go to the public. The mother, choosing to stay anonymous, says a text message from her 6-year-old daughter's teacher described another student went under the stall while her daughter was in the restroom at Young Women's Leadership Academy Primary and touched her bottom. Addressing school district leadership last night, the mother says the teacher asked her not to involve the principal.
I said, my daughter just told you that her private parts were shown and touched, and you're telling me I cannot speak to the principal? So I chose an ultimatum. I said I will take it to the news outlet if they don't move her, which they finally agreed to.
When we reached out to SAISD, they said more will be shared after the investigation is complete.
This morning, a driver's facing charges after allegedly hitting 2 motorcyclists and then driving off. That suspect's accused of crossing into the wrong lanes. This is happening over on the southeast side along Pecan Valley and Polydale. That driver allegedly hit that vehicle right there, that motorcycle. The motorcyclists were told are in stable condition. The suspect's car was found nearby. 3 teenagers are facing charges after allegedly leading Bexar County deputies on a chase with a stolen car. Deputies are trying to pull them over when the driver took off along Walsham. The chase eventually stopped at an apartment complex off Judson Road. There was a brief standoff, but eventually those 3 teenagers were taken into custody.
A Florida woman is sitting in a Jefferson County, Texas jail on 1st-degree felony drug charges. Her arrest comes from one of the largest cocaine seizures in Southeast Texas history. This happened in Beaumont. According to recent DPS numbers on the southern border, the street value of this cocaine bust, roughly $17.3 million. This towering display of cocaine weighs nearly 1,300 pounds. Investigators say the driver right there, 43-year-old Kedra Parker of Florida, committed a traffic violation. A canine unit found the drugs hidden in her U-Haul trailer.
Well, we're about 15 minutes out from 7 a.m. right now. One man is speaking out about that house explosion we saw in Austin over the weekend. He says his mom is still in the ICU. So that woman is Carol Schockrell. She is in serious condition after the blast. The son says the explosion blew out the walls of his mother's home. She has broken bones in her arm, her spine. She's cut up. But the good news for her, doctors did remove her breathing tube this week, and she is now allowed to have visitors at her hospital room.
I believe that she knew I was there. She was able to squeeze my hand when I told her I was there. And so yeah, I'm just very looking forward to hearing her voice.
You can hear the emotion there in his voice. The woman's home and the car, a total loss. We're still waiting to find out the cause of that explosion.
An update on the group of young San Antonio volleyball players involved in a deadly crash in Reno, Nevada this past weekend. They're coming back home. One person died and 4 San Antonio Empire volleyball players were injured while carpooling with family. A box truck rear-ended their vehicle, flipping it onto its roof. Stephanie Chavez, the aunt of one of the teammates, lost her mother, Lorraine, in the crash. One player, Ellie, is making progress in the hospital. Chavez is on her way back to San Antonio with her mother's body in hopes to have a proper burial.
Well, this morning, one female student from Northeast ISD's elementary school, one of them, is facing serious consequences after taking a knife to school. We're talking about what happened at Stubing Ranch Elementary. The principal there sent a letter home to parents saying that a student had shown another student her knife. That student told someone on staff that knife eventually taken away. The school has been in contact with both families. All right, 6:47 right now, developing this morning. Fiesta season, it's almost here, and what better way to celebrate than by helping to save a life?
South Texas Blood and Tissue is inviting the community to donate blood and score exclusive Fiesta perks. News 4 San Antonio's Tawny Davis is live in the Content Center with details. Hi, Tawny.
Well, good morning. Donors can attend events like St. Mary's Oyster Bake and Alamo Heights Night, all for taking the time to give blood. Now, these are several of the blood drives that people can attend, including on where donors will receive several entertainment, and one on main event entertainment on Highway 151 on April 18th from 4 to 8 p.m. One weekday carnival ride will be received in Jen's Angels Hardy Oak on Monday, April 21st from 1 to 6 p.m. Another chance for tickets to Alamo Heights Night and Taco Palenque on 1604 West, April 23rd from 1 to 6 p.m., where donors will receive one ticket to Fiesta Oyster Bake. Now, in order to make an appointment, you could call South Texas Blood and Tissue or visit their website. And for more information on when these Fiesta blood drives are happening and more details on those, you can visit our website, news4sa.com. Reporting live in the Content Center, I'm Tawny Davis. Back to you.
All right, Tawny, thanks. On this Good Friday, we are now a couple of days out from Easter, and that means camping out, particularly at Brackenridge Park.
Yeah, the most popular park being that park, and a lot of families already there staking out their claim for the perfect spot. That's where we find News 4 San Antonio's Christina De Leon. She has been talking with families, eating breakfast with them.
Oh.
Yeah.
You had breakfast?
Hi, good morning, Christina.
Did you
What are
get
we
breakfast?
having?
No, he didn't get breakfast.
No?
I have not had breakfast.
Oh, no.
No.
You should get some then.
But that's what is being made right here. Destiny is telling me all about what is being served up, and Roy, her boyfriend, is the head chef right here. Joining us now is Destiny Gonzalez. Look, he's waving here. He is cooking it up. Destiny, your man can make some bacon, can he?
Yes, he can.
Tell us a little bit about what's on the breakfast menu here this morning.
Bacon and eggs and tortillas, and then there's a little bit of meat right there on a plate. And he's just making the bacon for right now, and then he's gonna make some eggs.
Oh, that looks delicious. Roy, tell me, what is the secret to a really good breakfast here on the grill?
Well, the bacon I like, than the eggs I like more, but the bacon, I put more like lemon pepper and stuff, but I don't have any of that, so you're just eating like that,
And the family here,
yes.
They've all just been salivating, waiting for all the, right? You guys have been waiting for all the breakfast. All right. So the bacon's all being made, right, Destiny? You're hoping it's going to come out good. They're flipping the bacon. They want to make it extra crispy. They're hoping everything turns out great. So they're making a little breakfast. It's all about having a family meal here, and they're hoping everything turns out great here for Easter weekend at Brackenridge Park. They're going to wrap things up, though, because on Sunday, 11 p.m., they all have to leave, pick up all the trash, make sure everything's good to go. But that's what it's looking like here at Breckenridge Park for one of the many families out here that is camping this Easter weekend. We will send it back to you guys in the studio.
Now your certified most accurate 4-zone weather with meteorologist Jeannette Calle.
We found out earlier that they do the, if you don't know, they do the whole like go home and shower in shifts.
Oh, yes.
So that way. Marisa brought up a great question. I don't know. I just have assumed.
I never knew that.
Yeah, and so that's, she asked, and that's what they do. So like you would stay and I would go home, and then I would come back, and then you would go home.
Yes, because you have to save that spot. If
That's
not,
right.
someone else
You
will
leave,
come
that
in and
thing's
take it.
gone.
Yes. Hey, there is rain in the forecast over the
You
weekend,
stand
so
out
folks
and
there will
shower out
definitely
natural.
will definitely have to cover up. And we're talking especially Easter Sunday morning. But if you have the 4-zone weather app, if you're out there or if you're heading that way, just know that 4-zone weather app will be able to let you know when the rain is headed your way. Here's what to expect. Hot and humid and dry today. Just a few sprinkles around this morning, but that's about it for today. The next weather maker is a cold front that arrives Sunday morning. That's why our best rain chance will be Sunday morning. Scattered showers, perhaps a couple thunderstorms possible as that comes in. And then by Sunday afternoon, the rain does shift to the east, so it'll be drier for Easter Sunday afternoon. More chances for rain next week. Live look outside, Raul B. Rodriguez Law weather camera. It is 68 degrees and mostly cloudy. South-southeast wind at 8 miles an hour. Plenty of moisture coming up from the Gulf. Dew point temperature at 65. Relative humidity at 90%. You can see the clouds that are continuing to build across northern and west Texas, and that area of clouds will shift farther to the east. There's snow across the Colorado Rockies and the Intermountain West still. Showers and thunderstorms moving east across the Great Lakes. This upper level ridge that's been in control across the south, it is starting to move away, and as that continues, we'll see that area of low pressure moving to the east. It's an upper level storm system. It'll be getting closer to the panhandle of Texas tomorrow. There goes the cold front with it. That moves through late Saturday, early Sunday, and then notice later Sunday into Monday. That is along the coast. Through this morning, it'll be mostly cloudy to cloudy. This afternoon, I think we'll see some breaks of sun, partly to mostly cloudy. More clouds farther to the north and west. Later on tonight, until about 2-3 o'clock in the morning, from Del Rio to Uvalde, including Kerrville, Bernie, and Hondo, just watch for an area of showers and possible storms approaching from the west. That is out ahead of a dry line. Tomorrow morning, there's the chance for a couple showers, and then heads up tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, mainly across our western areas along and north of Highway 90. You could have some gusty thunderstorms. Here comes the cold front, and there goes the line of storms that will be moving from west to east, arriving here Sunday in the morning, Sunday afternoon. It'll get drier as that front takes the rain to the east. Here's the severe storm outlook for today from North Texas to the upper Midwest. Closer to our area tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening, there is a level 2 risk with high winds and hail. 83 tomorrow now, 81 Sunday, 50% rain chance tomorrow night, 60% Sunday morning, and then several more opportunities for rain next week. As of right now, a 40% rain chance from next Tuesday through next Thursday, 20% rain chance for the first Friday of Fiesta. Here's the extended forecast for the other 3 zones.
All right, Jeannette, thanks. About 5 minutes now from 7 a.m. You start to see the sun come up here. The roads look pretty good. 37 at South Cross. Again, a holiday for most, so the roads certainly reflect that. Let's hang out with David Mendoza for a few moments here. He is in road cam. Where are you, friend? Where are you going, and what do you see?
Hey, good morning, David. I'm on 10 West and Colorado Street, just north of the Y in the downtown area. It is green citywide, no major accidents, no major delays, no nothing. So it is indeed a good Friday. I'm going to keep it short. We're looking great on the roads today. So until next time, back to you.
All right, my friend. I love that phrase, no nothing. David, be safe. Thanks for what you do.
All right, now it's the time for another look at your morning headlines. A man is on the run after police say he shot someone on the northeast side.
Yeah, so this is all happening on Command Post Street near O'Connor about 2:30 this morning. Victim tells police that he was driving down the road, felt like he was being followed by someone. He says that's when the driver pulled up and opened fire, fired off several shots. The suspect got out, walked up to the victim's window, and then realized it was the wrong guy and drove off. Wow. The victim is in the hospital right now in serious condition. If you have any information on this, please call police.
Police are looking for a man responsible for a hit and run on the west side that's happened on Petranco Road near 1604 around 10:30 last night. Police say the man crashed into the back of a sedan and eventually crashed into a sidewalk. The driver got out and ran away with a dog. The woman in the sedan only had minor injuries and was treated on scene. If you're looking for a quick bite today, consider stopping by a local McDonald's. They're holding a Good Friday fundraiser in partnership with the 100 Club of San Antonio. 10% of sales will go to local 100 Club chapters. The program supports families of fallen and severely injured first responders across Bexar County. The fundraiser runs from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
I know a lot of kids will probably be excited about, oh, you want to go to McDonald's today? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so it's sort of a win-win for mom and for the kids.
Yes, absolutely.
As we leave you on this Good Friday, a little bit of a backstory when it comes to Easter.
It is, of course, one of the most important holidays in Christianity, the resurrection of Jesus. Now, Easter comes on the first Sunday following the first full moon after the first day of spring. So what's with the tradition of the Easter eggs? Well, they are part of a longtime symbol of life and rebirth and colored with dye and eaten by children and adults. According to Polish folklore, the Virgin Mary gave eggs to the soldiers who were guarding Jesus Christ while he was on the cross. And people who celebrate Easter will spend nearly $190 per person.
So not exactly the same sentiment.
A roundabout way,
A roundabout
Right.
way. Do you have a favorite, like Easter candy? Do you like the peanut butter, the Reese's eggs, or the Cadbury eggs?
You know, when I was little, I loved jelly beans.
Oh, I love jelly beans.
I love jelly beans and
Yes.
always had some jelly beans.
By the way, I am the weirdo who likes the black jelly beans, the licorice.
Yeah, you are the weirdo.
You
for
don't
sure.
like? Yeah, no. I'll take all of your black licorice jelly beans for sure.
And the chocolate. Well, I like chocolate too.